Let me ask you something that might sit in your chest for a minute. Have you gotten so used to surviving that you don't even know what freedom would feel like anymore? Like if I asked you right now, do you believe you deserve peace? Real peace, deep, unbothered, unclenched peace? Would you actually say yes? Not after what I've done, not after who I've been, not after all the chaos I invited. We carry this quiet belief that freedom is for better people. People who didn't mess up like we did, people who didn't stay as long. But I'm going to say something that might feel uncomfortable and true. You don't have to earn your right to be free. You already deserve it because you exist. Today, this close to the end of our 28-day self forgiveness journey, we are not just talking about healing, we're talking about the freedom you deserve on the other side of it. We are on day 27. Let that sink in. You've shown up for yourself for 26 days straight through truth, tears, laughter, resistance, and breakthrough. That alone tells me something important about you. You are serious about your healing. You're not just curious, you're committed. I'm Dagmarie, your host, your coach, the one who will sit with you in your mess and still remind you how powerful you are. Today's episode is called The Freedom I Deserve. And we're talking about a very specific freedom, not just freedom from something, but freedom to something, a freedom to rest, freedom to receive love, freedom to say no, freedom to be yourself without apology, freedom to outgrow what once fit you, a freedom to live without constantly replaying the past. I'm doing this episode because a lot of us do the work to break chains, but when the chains fall, we still stand there like we're bound. We don't know how to step into the open space. By the end of this episode, here's what I want you to feel: a deeper belief that freedom is not a reward for perfect people, a clearer sense of what your personal freedom looks like, and the courage to say, I deserve this, without choking on the words. Let's get into it. When I say the freedom I deserve, what am I really talking about? I'm not talking about a fantasy life where nothing ever goes wrong, where nobody ever hurts you, where you never feel sad again. That's not freedom. That's fiction. I'm talking about inner freedom, the freedom to be honest with yourself, the freedom to not be ruled by guilt or shame, the freedom to not chase people who don't choose you, the freedom to make mistakes and grow instead of punishing yourself forever, the freedom to breathe in your own life without feeling like a prisoner of your past. Freedom is when your decisions come from self-respect, not desperation. Your boundaries come from clarity, not fear. Your self-talk comes from love, not cruelty. So why does this matter for self-forgiveness? Because if deep down you don't believe you deserve freedom, you will unconsciously sabotage anything that looks like it. You'll say, this is too good, it won't last. I don't deserve this calm. Something bad must be coming. Let me mess this up before it leaves me. You'll stay loyal to your old cage, even after the door is unlocked. Let me ask you, what happens when you secretly believe you deserve punishment instead of freedom? What kind of love do you accept? What kind of life do you tolerate? What kind of opportunities do you walk past? You will keep choosing people, places, and patterns that confirm your belief that you're not worthy of more. That's why this matters. When you start believing, the freedom I crave is also the freedom I deserve, you stop aligning with your wounds and start aligning with your worth. Let me tell you how this showed up in my own life. There was a season, a long one, where chaos was normal for me, emotionally, mentally, relationally. I was used to cycles of drama and makeup, arguments that left me drained, love that felt more like anxiety, over explaining myself, constantly feeling like I had to prove my value. You know what's wild? When things were calm, I didn't trust it. If a relationship felt peaceful, I thought it was boring. If a day went by without some crisis, I felt like I was waiting for the ball to drop. So even as I started healing, even as I learned better, I still had this belief deep down. After everything I've done and tolerated, do I really deserve peace? I felt like I had to work off some kind of emotional debt. There was a moment that changed everything. I was sitting alone one night, no TV, no noise, and I realized something. For the first time in a long time, nothing was actually wrong. No one was yelling. No one was cheating. No one was manipulating. My phone was quiet. My space was safe. But inside me, I was restless. And I heard this question in my spirit: why are you so uncomfortable with peace? That question cut deep because I realized I had made chaos my home. Peace felt foreign. Rest felt suspicious. Healthy love felt confusing. And underneath that was this sentence: I don't deserve this. I didn't say it out loud, but it was running the show. I didn't think I deserved a soft life because I had made hard choices. I didn't think I deserved a stable love because I had stayed in unstable ones. I didn't think I deserved freedom because I had participated in my own bondage. But then another truth slid in. If you've served your time in pain, why are you still keeping yourself locked up? Root. I realized I was the one still holding the key and choosing the cell. That night, I wrote this in my journal. I am not on a life sentence in my own story. I am allowed to walk into the freedom I've been praying for. It didn't magically erase all my patterns, but it did shift one thing. I stopped negotiating with my peace like it was something I had to earn every day. I started letting myself enjoy it. I started saying, no, I don't have to entertain dysfunction anymore. No, I don't have to argue just to feel connected. No, I don't have to prove I've suffered enough to be worthy of softness. That was my moment. I stopped just wanting freedom and started accepting that I deserve it. And that's the shift I want for you. Let's get practical with this. Today's about claiming the freedom you deserve, not just admiring it from afar. Step 1, define what freedom looks like for you. Not Instagram freedom, not some influencer's version. Your freedom. Ask yourself, if I really believed I deserved freedom, what would change in my daily life? Write it out. Maybe it's sleeping without anxiety eating you up, not checking someone's phone or social media, walking away from disrespect the first time, saying no without a 5-paragraph explanation, enjoying silence without needing constant distraction, feeling at home in your own body. Be specific. Step 2, identify the belief that blocks it. Then ask, what is the belief that says I don't deserve this? Maybe it sounds like, I messed up my kid's childhood, so I don't deserve peace now. I stayed in toxic situations. This is my consequence. I hurt people, so I should hurt too. I wasted too many years. My punishment is regret. Be brutally honest. These beliefs are like invisible walls. Step 3, tell yourself the whole truth. We're not bypassing responsibility. We're expanding the story. Say to yourself, yes, I made choices I'm not proud of. Yes, I caused harm and to myself, maybe to others, and still, I am allowed to heal. I am allowed to grow. I am allowed to be free. Both can be true. You can hold accountability and still claim freedom. Step 4, make one freedom decision today. Ask, what is one small practical decision I can make today that aligns with the freedom I deserve? Maybe it's blocking a number, not texting back, saying I'm not available to discuss that, taking a nap without guilt, not over-explaining your no, choosing a healthier coping mechanism instead of an old habit. One decision, not to prove anything to anyone, but to show yourself, I move like someone who deserves freedom. Step 5, practice receiving without arguing. When something peaceful, kind, or good shows up, instead of saying, this won't last, try saying, thank you, I received this. It might be as small as a compliment, a moment of quiet, a loving gesture. A good day with no drama. Don't ruin it with suspicion. Practice letting it be good. That's part of freedom too. Here's what shifts. When you truly believe you deserve freedom, you stop self-sabotaging. When a healthy love shows up, you don't automatically push it away. When an opportunity appears, you don't assume you're unworthy. You move from why me to why not me? You choose different rooms. You stop sitting at tables where your soul is starving. You choose environments, friends, and relationships that honor your growth, not your trauma. You become less tolerant of chaos. Things you used to tolerate will start to feel unbearable. And instead of thinking, what's wrong with me? You'll realize what's wrong is this situation, and I don't belong here anymore. That's freedom talking. You finally exhale. When you stop living like you're on a life sentence, your shoulders drop, your body relaxes, your nervous system starts trusting you. You start to realize, I can live not just exist, not just manage life. Now, a pitfall. Pitfall. Thinking freedom means you'll never struggle again. No, freedom doesn't mean you won't have hard days. It means hard days don't own you. It means you remain free inside, even when life outside feels heavy. Hey, yo, let's wrap this up. You have spent so much of your life in emotional prisons, guilt, shame, regret, people pleasing, survival mode, repeating cycles that hurt you. You have served time in pain, and now it's time to walk out. Not because you've been perfect, not because you've never hurt anyone, but because you are human, because you are growing, because your story isn't finished. You do not honor your past by staying chained to it. You honor your past by letting it inform your freedom. So here's your day 27 affirmation. I deserve the freedom I've been afraid to claim. My past does not cancel my right to peace, love, and new beginnings. Say it again. I deserve the freedom I've been afraid to claim. My past does not cancel my right to peace, love, and new beginnings. Breathe that in. You are not begging for crumbs from life. You are claiming what has always been yours. The right to live free. All right, my love. Day 27. We are right at the edge of this journey, and I hope you can feel the shift inside you. You've told the truth, faced your shadows, sat with your triggers, owned your part, reclaimed your worth. Now we're stepping into the freedom you deserve. If this episode hit something deep in you, share it with someone who has done their time in pain and needs to hear that they're allowed to be free now. Make sure you're following the podcast so you don't miss day 28. We're going to seal this journey with intention. And if you want more tools, journal prompts, and resources to support this new level of freedom, come visit me at https://www.thewayofthewiseowl.com. I love you. I am proud of the way you've kept showing up, and I believe with my whole heart you are worthy of the freedom you crave. I'll meet you back here for day 28. Until then, walk like someone who's been released. Think like someone who's worthy. Breathe like someone who finally knows, I deserve this. Talk soon.